Hi, I'm Rochelle, the mother of the mother-daughter owners of Godiva's Secret Wigs. And on this video, we are going to discuss what makes synthetic wigs or toppers tangle. There are some definite tips that you're going to take away and feel much better and be able to think more strategically about your wigs and less tangling. So, the first one is going to be, think of when you're wearing a long wig. By the way, this is my Candace wig in Champagne R. It's over 15 years old. I'm not kidding you. And it stayed in great condition. But when I'm in a car, if you have cars that have upholstery, not leather, leather is slippery, so think friction. What is causing my hair, what grabs onto my hair? Slippery or nubby fabrics. So if your car has a fabric upholstery, think about when you're in your car and you're driving and you're constantly turning your head, constantly. And what happens when you're wearing a fur or other nubby fabrics is the hair will start to grab onto the fabric. So definitely wools, furs, fabric scarves that are not slippery, cotton fabrics are going to want the hair to grab. The fabric will grab with the hair, and the hair will start rolling, which creates a tangle. So, what kind of jacket doesn't create friction? Ta-da! Leather, slippery fabrics, because look, my hair just moves with it. It just slides and glides. So that's what you want. Okay, let's talk about tops. So, let's talk about collars. If you have collars in a slippery polyester or satins or silks, great, because again, even if you have a shorter wig, it's going to glide over the collar. But this is not a slippery fabric, so it will start to get nubby when I keep turning my head, and that's what you do all day long. One of the tips, back to if you're in a car, is to just pull your hair up when you're driving and put a clip, because then you won't have any more grabbing. So easy. Easy tip, okay? So, what is the best kind of fabric to wear in your shirts to not grab on to your wig? And that is slippery polyesters, satins, again, polyesters, satins, anything slippery. If it's shiny, it's probably going to be slippery and help the wig. But I wear my furs, I wear my nubby fabrics, and there are tips I'm going to share with you, so don't be afraid to wear those. I'm just saying think strategically when you're wearing especially a longer wig. So length has a lot to do with it, but some of you, maybe you perspire a lot, and even in your shorter wigs, you're seeing that some of the fiber, even high quality synthetic wigs like ours at Godiva's Secret Wigs, if you are perspiring a lot around your face, even in a short wig, the perspiration will start to grab onto the hair. Perspiration has salt. Salt is very drying. And remember, on our hair, our own hair, our natural oils will get onto our hair, and that's what moisturizes our hair. But with high quality synthetic wigs, and even human hair, only if you're putting products onto it is it going to help. So perspiration is another reason that causes wigs to tangle. And if you have short wigs, you may be seeing at the nape of your neck those short little areas, or around your bangs, around your hairline. So I'm going to talk about ways that you can alleviate that also, like I've been able to do with this wig over 15 years old. So how do you prevent tangling? The first tip is limit any friction. So I just showed you the kind of clothes to wear, all right? Another idea is to brush after you're wearing a long wig. So look at my sweet Candace here. It's knotted up. Now, if you're the kind of person that just takes your wig off at the end of the day and you're going to sleep and you're just throwing it on a couch and forgetting about it, over time the tangles will get a little worse and a little worse. So if you want to alleviate and limit the friction, you're going to use some or any or one of these items. A curly comb is great. We sell every product I'm going to show you right now. You start at the bottom, start with one of the big spaced combs, and start low and gently work your way up to take those tangles out. After every wearing, it's worth it to take the extra 2-3 minutes, brush it out before you turn it inside out and store your wig for the next time you're going to wear it. Another great idea are our teasing brushes, and no matter what brush you use, commit a brush only for your wigs and toppers, never to touch your own hair, because your hair has dirts and oils. And those dirts and oils are going to also start to make the tangling happen. And you don't need to wash a wig as often if you're keeping it as clean as possible. So I will work my way up with a firm but gentle. I'm not yanking. Remember, these fibers are a type of elastic. And just like elastic pants, if you keep stretching it, it's going to end up staying stretched. So picture with a curl. If you have a curlier wig or a wavier wig and you want to keep that style, if you keep yanking and stretching the fiber, the curl or the wave is going to loosen up and it's going to be straighter. So start at the bottom, even put it on a head, or while you're watching TV, go ahead and just work on your wig. And that's what I do. So see how this is going. And of course, a straighter wig is easier to do, but that will end up keeping your wig feeling so much better. Another idea is switch your lengths around. So here is my Monroe wig. It's a medium length, and most of our clients and me, we own 2 to 20 wigs and more, and by switching our wigs, we're not wearing one wig all the time. I've got a hair in my face. So, isn't she cute? This is also Champagne R. R means the roots. So it's shorter, it's a medium length, and so I'm not worrying if I'm wearing a collar or I'm wearing my jacket. Let me just put it on again to show you the difference. See that? So there may be a little, but really not enough. Let me show you. Another idea to keep the fiber from tangling or limit that tangling are the products that you use. So this is our lusterizer and conditioner. So many of you around the world love this, and you spritz it on, definitely after, but I would say even before. I'm going to spritz it on the area, just a light mist, and then brush. And it smells great, very, very light scent, gives it a little sheen, and keeps a little moisturizer on the fiber and keeps it softer. Many of you use it after every wearing. I don't, because I'm switching a lot of my wigs around. But if you're working with, in your wardrobe, 1 or 2 or 3 wigs, the wig lusterizer is excellent. Let's also talk about conditioning your wig when you shampoo. And I'm reminding you, if you have not shampooed your wigs or your toppers, it's time, especially if you have a special occasion or a holiday is coming up. You want your wig to have a fresh scent, especially in the cap, very important. And so by shampooing it with our Keep It Clean and our Keep It Sleek conditioner, it's going to keep the fibers soft, feeling like hair. So we recommend wash your wig or topper once for every 10 to 15 wearings. But if you perspire a lot, maybe wash it a little more often. If you're going through chemo or radiation and you are losing your hair, sometimes you will have a little odor. And so you want to keep the scalp, the cap of the wig, fresh, smelling beautifully. So products are really great. Another great product I use to keep any tangled areas smooth is my hot air brush. This is the only heat that we recommend, Godiva Secret Wigs. Our wigs, you don't want any curling iron, blow dryers. Please don't dry your wig in a dryer or, anything like that. This is the only heat. It's got 2 settings, 1 and 2. You can use this to smooth out from tangles after you brushed it, and you can also smooth ends and curl them. Just keep that fiber moving. Keep the brush moving on the fiber. It gets hot, but never hot enough that it's going to damage your wig, but you will never put it on and hold it in one place. Keep it moving like I just did. So those are some great products. Also, talked about switching wigs. The easiest, of course, to avoid tangles is a great short wig, and we have so many. So a wig like Kelly, this is also Champagne R, because that's the mood I'm in to show you today. But I want you to see that if you're finding you're not perspiring a lot, or you do a short wig low at the temple, at the nape right here, if you do perspire, this is the only area you'll really need to put the lusterizer or maybe the hot air brush, and it just makes it very nice and easy. Isn't this a cute wig? Look at this sweet girl. So we talked about how to limit it and also how to fix those tangles, and that's with the products, using our shampoos and conditioners, and we do have over 600 videos Danielle and I made showing you how to wash and condition a wig, and so many other tutorials, and also clients around the world that have come to visit and made videos with me showing them in different styles, the difference between wearing long wigs and short wigs. And just to share with you, Danielle and I have been selling wigs and wearing our wigs since 1997, but actually I started in my 20s. And so why should you trust Godiva Secret Wigs? Because we don't just sell them, we wear them. We wear our wigs all the time. And if you join our Facebook group, you're going to see that and meet women all over the world. We have thousands of members on our private Facebook group. It's called Godiva's Secret Wig Community. And these are loving, respectful, classy women that know many of our members are vulnerable. They're going through challenges. They are wig virgins or topper virgins, and they're feeling lost. And if you are one of those women, please join the group on Facebook. And I promise you, you are going to be astounded by the tribe of loving women that are there to help you. And these are women that wear and own 20, 30, 40 of our wigs and more, or just one or two, but most have wig wardrobes. They stop complaining and whining about their hair, like me, because look at me. So this has been me today because I just didn't have the time to do it. And yes, I love my hair, but this is not the only woman I want to look like. Sometimes, there are a lot of women in me. Aren't there different women in you? And so wigs help me to express all those women I want to be. And if I can't do it at this age, then when the heck am I going to do it? When are you going to do it? So I hope that this helped you, shared a little information that I think will kind of empower you to make some good decisions to keep your wigs looking great. Okay? Thanks so much for watching. And remember, Godiva's Secret has a virtual try-on room for our wigs. So go to godivasecretwigs.com and it will say Wig Try-On on the top bar. Click there and you can use one of our photos to use our head, or from your phone you can also use your face, and women play there for hours and they'll post those photos on the group and ask for suggestions. So you are not alone, and we are all here to help you. So thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye.